Hey folks, we're here with Dave Grant in town in Tehachapi and taking the time to do a podcast, and I appreciate it. And it was great to hang out and have a meeting today and talk about Flagstone.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
It's been 20 years since I've been in Tehachapi.
20 years?
Yeah, it's been 20 years since I used to work up here.
What were you doing up here 20 years ago?
Doing SCADA work and reporting for NextEra Energy, or FPLE at the time.
FPL?
Yeah.
At an office facility here or
Yeah.
a site?
Yeah, at a site. I forget what the site is called now, but they had the old Mitsubishis and the old turbines. It was on the back, other side of the hill, so yeah.
Okay. Are they still there, those turbines?
Mm-hmm. They're still there.
I was trying to think of what site names they have over there. Windstream, but I think that's a Kamesa one.
Yeah.
That's not right.
It's been so many years, I don't remember. I just remember living up here for a year. And
1 year?
Yeah, yep, 1 year. Then I moved to Texas.
Was that the start of your career then?
In wind energy, yes.
Well, what did you do before that then?
Well, I spent a stint in the 7 years in the Marine Corps.
Thank you for your service.
Yep, you're welcome. After that, I spent some time bouncing around the oil fields, doing stuff. And then I got a job in geothermal power plants in the Imperial Valley.
Oh, back to California.
Yeah, and down in the desert. So, long story short, they sold the projects, and the only job that they had open for FPLE was up here in Tehachapi at a wind farm. So I knew nothing about wind, never saw a wind turbine.
All right.
And they hired me. Go figure. So that was my launch into wind power.
And it was on, you said SCADA.
SCADA, yep.
20 years ago.
Actually,
06.
No, it was longer than that. Oh my gosh, 25 years ago.
01.
Yeah. So we had the old binary SCADA system back in the day on the old 86 platform. You looked at the zeros and ones for downtime and
Yes.
old.
I remember this.
Okay.
Did it have, let's see, 01. Oh my goodness. When did I was at GE when we started the ROC in 04, and there was still some dial-up. All right. Did you have a cellular modem?
Not for SCADA, but we had the old bag phones in the substations.
See, you did. All right. You
Yeah.
had something. The bag phones in the substations. Mm-hmm. So that was wild, right? You got to, so you were kind of doing the remote ops back then, or you're broadcasting the SCADA signal,
Yeah.
communicating out.
Yeah, so I was doing SCADA back then. I was doing reporting. We were just really pioneering the reporting at the time, the different categories and buckets for wind turbines. So that was all brand new.
Yeah. That was brand new.
Yeah.
Was the software an OEM software or third party?
So we used a combination of both. We used the old Second Wind system, the old Fenway, Joe Pasquarelli from Fenway Systems. He's still around, but we use his system also.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You're an OG. You go way back.
Way back, yep.
All right. 01, 1 year in Tehachapi, NextEra. Then what happened?
So that opportunity moved down to Texas to take over operations over there in Texas, the ROC.
NextEra?
Yep, NextEra as well. So
Okay.
we had the McCamey area. We had 4 projects out of McCamey. Then we brought into that ROC the State Line Washington project.
Oh, okay.
Which was one of the largest at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Some other projects, I forget where they're at now. But so we built the little ROC in McCamey.
What were the sites in McCamey? Was that the Desert Sky?
No, it was Indian Mesa.
Indian Mesa.
King Mountain.
King Mountain.
Pecos. And CSW, I think it was.
Good memory.
Yeah.
Good memory. Those sound like Vestas, Gamesa kind of turbines.
We had Vestas, Bonus, the old bonus turbines. Yeah, at King Mountain, the bonus turbines.
Man.
And I think there were some GE turbines.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right. How long were you there?
Oh, shoot. I was there for about 6 years. Yeah, 6, 7 years.
Okay. So like 02 to 08, 09?
Yeah, something like that.
All right.
Yep.
That was, but what were you doing there?
So I was running the ROC, Remote Operations Center, and I was doing all SCADA support and doing PI support for the entire FPL energy infrastructure.
Okay. You were really getting into the data then.
Yeah.
Really getting into the data.
Yep.
24/7 ROC?
Yep, 24/7 ROC.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
T lines, not cellular, not dial up.
So we had T lines, yeah. T1, the old T1
The old
lines.
T1.
Yep. So yeah, we did a lot of microwave bridges back then too. We had used the old tsunami radios and did microwave for the controls, 15 miles up the hill.
Okay.
So we were in an old bank building, so they had a giant antenna beside it. So we just kind of.
That's cool.
Yeah. My office was a vault.
All right, that is all right. So was there security required back then, like it is now?
Oh no, gosh, no. Half our projects were on the corporate network.
Yeah,
There's no security at all. So you just kind of log into the corporate network and that's what the turbines are doing.
other than you were in a vault.
Right.
That's good. That's good. You're doing security before it was secure.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. What happened then after that? 08, 09.
So BP came calling.
Okay.
And they just got into the wind industry.
Mm-hmm.
So they interviewed me and hired me to build out the ROC for them from scratch.
Nice.
I've done a couple of times before. So
you had built before that. So you built Nextera.
I greatly enhanced
Okay.
the McCamey ROC. I made that much better than it was.
Okay.
Put in new technology and all that. So then to BP, they wanted me to build a ROC for them as well. So I built it from just brownfield. So they didn't have any projects at the time. So
From scratch?
from scratch, yeah.
Where was this at?
I was in Houston, downtown Houston.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I remember this a little bit.
Yeah.
So that was from scratch, brownfield. You were putting together the facility. Was security coming into play then?
It was, yeah. A lot of security was coming into play, especially with BP. They have a lot of security baked in, so we had to do a lot of cybersecurity work then and really intensive infrastructure. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so physical security, personnel access security, and then network security.
Network security, yeah.
All right. Well, physical security and personnel we all understand, right?
Yep.
Access to the room and things like that. What was the network security like back then?
So you didn't have the concept quite yet of the low, medium, high impact per se, but everything had to be behind a secure network. So we had a secure network, DMZ, and unsecure network. So we put all the SCADA system on a secure network, locked it down. Inside the ROC, you had no access to the computers. Outside the ROC, no internet access, open internet at all.
Yeah.
So it was a very locked down facility. It was akin to a medium impact today. Is basically what we had.
Okay.
Although it was a low impact, they were low impact facilities.
And low, medium, high assigned to how do you define a low, medium, high for the folks listening?
Well, so NERC's got a lot of very specific rules on what's low, medium, and high, and it's constantly changing. So one of the biggest thresholds to go from low to medium is if you got 1,500 megawatts in a single interconnect location, and a ROC is. They deem you a medium impact anyways if you're a ROC because you control multiple assets in multiple regions. So
there's not much going on with low then. Anyway,
so there's a lot of projects that still fall into low category. Yeah, they don't meet the threshold for medium.
The individual project.
Right now, the ROCs are not necessarily designated a medium, but NERC would like you to be designated a medium. So they're constantly changing the rules. There's some new regulations coming out. I'm not exactly sure what they are as far as how it's going to impact us in the short term. But in the long term, hopefully they're going to be a good impact.
And NERC wants this because it increases the security requirement on the ROC. Is that why they want it?
Not the ROC on the grid.
Yeah.
Yep. So, you don't want a bad actor getting into the ROC, hacking that, then they can hack the control system and shut down the grid, basically.
Sound like pretty good rules.
Yeah.
Sound like pretty good rules. Okay. So, and they're not too difficult to navigate.
Not too difficult to navigate, but they're a pain in the neck to be in compliance. The artifacts you need to be in compliance can be extensive.
What do you think about that? Is that the right decision to add that bureaucracy to it, if that's the right word?
So I got mixed feelings. Some of the bureaucracy is too much. It's unnecessary. It doesn't add any value to the reliability whatsoever. Some of it does. So it'd be good if they could take out that which does not work and just have us comply with stuff that actually makes sense. But
it's a government body.
It's a government body. Yeah.
So
doesn't make sense, all of it.
No. They do the best they can.
Yeah,
That's about any regulation that comes
Yeah.
out of the government, isn't it?
exactly.
They're trying the best they can, and can't make it perfect for everybody.
No,
All right, how long were you there building BP's ROC?
7 years.
7 years. Okay, so this was more than building it. This was running it.
Building it and running it as well. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ran it for them, and I did all the skating. And I had the skater team working for me as well. So my team, we had the ROC, and we had the skater team. Did new construction projects and maintained the existing ones with skater.
I used to know how many megawatts of turbines BP had just because of my time at GE, but they had quite a few sites.
We had 1,900 megawatts.
1,900 megawatts.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. How many years again?
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
So now we're up to like 2015, 16,
No, I think we're
14?
yeah, I think something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah. That was a while ago.
Yeah. Well, then Apex Clean Energy came calling.
Okay.
They're in Charlottesville, Virginia. So they were getting into business. They had the first contracts with IKEA.
No kidding.
Yeah, and they were obligated to build a control room. And so they didn't have one. So they hired me to build a control room for them, design and build, and implement and operate it. So I went there and did the same thing for them.
How many sites did they have?
I think we had 10 at the peak.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 or 12 sites.
Charlottesville.
But it's interesting. Within 12 months, we built a brand new operations center from scratch. We had an old hospital building, so we did all the demo and all the build up from scratch, and brought in 1,000 megawatts within 12 months.
Yeah.
So
That's a fast move.
that's a very fast move.
Right. Observations, changes from, the time, let's say, go from BP building that one to Apex building that one. What changed? What was newer, better, worse?
Well, the technology changed. I mean, the visualization changed a lot. The video walls changed. The technology changed. Even to this day, it's much better than it was. Just the tools themselves changed. How you collect the data, that changed a lot as well. And the applications available to actually monitor this vast amount of data that you have.
Yeah. So more tools, more technology advancements, probably more third-party companies getting in the game from a software position.
Yeah, absolutely. The market kind of got flooded for a while there. Everybody was trying to get in the market, and it kind of settled on several key players. Some of them are good applications, some are not. But the market kind of settled on several key players, and that's what where we're at today.
Oh.
But actually, it's kind of funny. You had a lot of players down to a few, and now it's expanding again. So
Right now?
right now, yeah.
Is this, why do you think that is?
I think some of the players that survived, they're still kind of legacy in the technology. So you have so much new technology with the databases, visualization tools, that the companies that stayed around that were successful kind of lost it. They didn't keep up properly, and the new companies are taking over.
Okay. So folks that had been developing software in maybe another area found that they can move into power plant, remote, and ops and data and alerts and gather it and slice it and dice it.
Yeah, and there's a big market out there. Again, you got these legacy systems now that have been around for 15 years that they're not very customizable anymore. So you got new products today that are very customizable, and you can do connect to any data source you want.
Okay. I was wondering if another reason more companies were coming in now is because of the, we have new growth, right? We have new demand. Wind's slowing up a bit, but solar's going strong. Battery storage seems to be the boom that everybody wants to get in on.
Yep.
All of this requires more software companies, more data companies.
Right.
Is that maybe part of it, or?
That's part of it. And the fun thing about solar is very different than wind. Wind, you have a single OEM, right? You got a single scale. In solar, it's a wild west. You can have inverter A and inverter B and SCADA system C
Yep.
and everything in between. There's no standards per se in the solar world.
Yeah. I kind of like that. So it overwhelmed me a couple of years ago, a few years ago when I started kind of trying to understand it.
Right.
It's a ton of information, ton of OEMs, and some of them don't even exist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm loving it, right?
Well,
and it's kind of to study the technology and the growth and
Yeah, and from a data perspective, there's 4 times the tags on a solar farm than you do a wind farm.
right. Every panel module.
Exactly.
Right.
Then
Every line, every string, which is 10 modules, and then every 10 of those is a combiner box, and a
Yep.
dozen or 20 of those is I don't know, one line into an inverter, and then
Yeah.
there's 10 of those per inverter or something.
Yeah,
Right.
so it just keeps going on. But then you talk about batteries. That's a whole nother level.
All right. Tell me.
So and you got 30,000 points for a typical battery storage project.
Wow.
Which is just a lot of points. That's a lot of data.
That surprises me.
Mm-hmm.
It seems more simplistic in my mind. So yeah, I don't.
They just have. There's a lot of measuring that they're doing. They measure every aspect of everything within the battery banks, and it's a lot of data. A typical project nowadays is 70 to 80,000 points.
Okay.
In wind, you got 20,000.
Right. Just trying. I'm gonna have to dig into that to understand that about the battery storage, because I mean, okay, it is a bit of a rush to cycle, right? You want to push power when it's time to push power,
Right.
and pull when it's time, and so then you have heat to contend with most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Humidity. I don't know. I'm only naming a couple, but there's 70,000.
Yeah, there's a lot.
All right. Now I'm kind of excited to learn more about that.
I mean, I'm building a tag database now for a project, and it's extensive. I'm at 62,000 points already.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a combination solar and battery.
All right. A little later when life calms down, I'll ask to learn more. That's a lot. All right. So you're in Charlottesville, North Carolina, Apex.
Charlottesville, Virginia.
Oh, Virginia. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
How long were you there?
I was there for, I still live there, but I worked there for 5 years.
Okay. Oh, you still live there, right?
Yeah.
But you worked there 5 years, so that brought you to about 2019-ish?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Okay.
So then a company called JCM, a Canadian company, came knocking.
All right.
And they wanted somebody to be a director of global operations for them. They were an IPP working in emerging markets only. So they were building Pakistan and Africa. So I was hired to do that for them.
Built another rock?
So not build a rock, to run operations, take over operations for them. So which is a little bit different than a rock.
Yeah.
We had 2 projects in Pakistan, 2 wind projects in Pakistan, and we built 2 projects in Africa and Malawi while I was with them.
So cool.
Yeah.
How did you get connected with the Canadian company? What was it, JCM?
Yeah, so I gave a presentation at a conference on a control room, a presentation about control rooms, how to operate a control room, how to build control rooms. And the guy at the time just saw my presentation and we started talking.
And let's bring some of that over to Pakistan. And where was the other country?
Malawi, Africa.
Malawi, Africa. All right. What a wild ride. What a wild ride from Tehachapi to Africa.
So I did that for about a year and a half.
Okay.
And was laid off. It was
COVID?
Tail end of COVID.
Yep.
So the entire company was kind of disbanded. So
I gotcha.
So I started my own company.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell us about that one.
So I started DCG Renewables.
Yep.
And it's been a great ride ever since. Just fantastic ride. I got some great customers. So I've been doing that now since December 2021.
Okay.
Yeah.
December 21.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm on to my next biggest adventure.
And here it is.
Flagstone ROC.
Flagstone.
That's right.
Flagstone.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank our sponsor, Altair Energy Services, and their highly trained, expert technical staff. leveraging decades of renewable power management experience into customized solutions for everyone to meet their energy goals and contribute to a better future for all. Altair's team of hardworking, respected experts are providing full-scope, turnkey repairs, planned and unplanned maintenance, system upgrades, fully autonomous technical crews, supplemental staffing, and customized dynamic scheduling to fit your power production needs. Contact Altair at info@altairenergyservices.com and learn more about their wide range of capabilities across multiple power technologies and platforms. This is a great story. All right, well, let's do this Tarantino style. So tell us what Flagstone does today, and then we'll talk about the origin.
So what Flagstone does today is we monitor and control wind, solar, and battery assets 24/7. We're the eyes to the projects, and we just have oversight on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And the other part that we also do OT and IT monitoring and security.
Does everyone know what OT IT is? Because I had to learn this here recently. Should we explain it?
So IT is information technology, right?
Yeah.
So corporate network, emails, internet, that type of stuff. OT is operational technology, which is your SCADA side, the secure network, your PLCs.
Yep.
So
somehow that terminology I missed when it came in. Very cool. And you're a part owner.
I'm a part owner.
Look at that.
Yep.
So you've been building rocks for other companies. Now you're building one for yourself.
Correct.
So cool.
It is.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there can be a better builder and part owner of a rock than you. You got a ton of experience. I mean, this is 20 years-ish.
Actually, close to 30.
Closer to oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because, we go back past Renewables.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
A good ride.
It sounds like a great ride. Yeah. Where were you from originally?
So I'm originally from New York.
Okay.
Yeah, upstate New York.
All right.
So, and left there at 17 to join the Marine Corps.
Ah.
Yeah.
Now you're in Virginia. Is that the place you like the most, calling home?
No.
Okay. Do you have a spot?
Probably move back to Texas, retire in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, I just like the state of Texas.
No, in McCamey?
No.
No. He likes the isolation? Or?
No. Not quite sure. I like the foothills of Texas. That's a pretty nice area. There's a lot of nice places in Texas. But
There really are.
yeah, not McCamey.
No.
No.
Yeah. Where are the foothills? What is that?
So it's a region where you got kind of, it's like a several season region of Texas. You got the trees and the rolling hills, and it's a really nice part.
Is this the eastern area?
It's kind of, those listeners are probably going to shoot me if I misspeak on where it's at.
Oh, well then we won't do that, and we won't rat out their secret spot.
Yeah.
I understand how that is. Yeah, I've been spending some more time in Texas here recently and enjoying it. I don't know what it is, but something about some of that eastern area, the people are very friendly.
Yeah, they are.
People are very friendly.
Yep.
So, yeah, very pleasantly surprising.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I have enjoyed our story, yours and mine, because, and you were just saying it at lunch. When did we meet?
It must have been, I think it was like 10 months ago.
Not even a year.
No, not even a year. And
late Q1 is in my brain
Yeah.
last year.
And I remember you called me up and said that you're interested in building a rock.
Yep.
And we should meet.
Yep.
So we met. I forget where it was at. It was a restaurant in, what town was that?
I could just tell you it was San Bernardino County.
San Bernardino,
I don't remember that. You were down south, and I'm here, and I think we just said, here's the middle, and,
Exactly.
and found some breakfast spot.
Yep. So we had a great conversation. I think we hit it off very well, and you're contemplating building a rock, and you said you're going to get back to me when you decide to build.
Yep.
And we went our merry way.
Yep.
So it was probably 4 months later.
Not too long.
Yeah. He's like, hey, Dave, let's form a partnership. So with Gem, Altair, and DCG, so the three of us formed a partnership and built the Flagstone ROC. So it was a very fast process, very fast.
Fastest formation I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was insane. Okay. So from a breakfast in San Bernardino say late Q1. We had it formed and launched and advertised by the September 1st.
September 1st. Yep.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yes. And,
That's nuts.
Yeah, and the space is the space is built. We've got we're actively going out to customers today. We're hopefully signing our first customer in the next couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. So we're up and running.
Very cool.
So
I'm excited. I love the partnership.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite pieces of it. I knew that we needed to get one going at Altair at some point,
right?
And get back in that game. I say get back in it. I mean that for me. Altair has not, so it's just now. But that's where I spent most of my career, was long-term service strategy for sites. And it was wing to wing, right?
Right.
ROC, high voltage, the turbines, the whole thing. It was funny when my friends and I got Altair off the ground. Those were our first RFPs. And I was like, oh no, I'm so not in this area yet. You know, it's a smaller, more humble startup. Yeah. And now we're there. And to me, this makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. And with green energy, guy that's built ROCs now is going to, put this one together and now running it. So perfect match for me. I'm excited. Yeah, stoked that Flagstone's already getting some contracts coming in.
Oh yeah,
that went quick.
So very excited.
I mean, we haven't even known each other a year.
No,
and the contracts are coming in.
Yep,
unbelievable.
It's been a fast journey.
Yes, it has.
These busy.
Yeah,
but it's a labor of love. So yeah,
you like the ride, right?
I do.
It's worth it.
Yeah. Very much so.
Very much so. I agree. Very cool name and logo, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done on the logo. I guess we got to give Gibby credit for the name.
Gibby credit for the name, and we give one of Jem's newest employees, a Tenno, give him credit for the logo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
for the logo.
Yeah.
Got it.
So he's a Win Tech for Gem now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, they came together, and it was just, I loved when there was just all of those pieces, and nobody argued. Everybody said yes. It was, it just felt like we weren't even doing it.
Right.
Like, we were being told what to do somehow.
Yeah, because there's no infighting. There was everything just worked. Relationships are strong. It's a great relationship, and it's been very fun. It's been a pleasant ride.
Yeah.
I'll say that much.
Same for me. Yeah. So there we were. We made it to RE Plus was kind of the public. Here we are, and some advertisements and some, a few meetings.
Right.
And a few since then. We are planning a nice little setup in ACP in Houston, June 1st.
Yes.
Ish. Right. So we'll be there.
Yep.
Actually, everybody here will be there. So we'll have Altair, Flagstone, and What's Up.
Okay.
Mr. Jacob Smith, too. So we'll be able to do some advertising, talking, tell stories, and help others as well get their stories out.
Yep.
Yeah. That feels like a wild ride.
Yeah. So, I'm looking forward to the ACP. Actually having a booth there this year.
Yeah.
So, talk to people and tell them what we do and show off the ROC a little bit. So, yeah, it's going to be a good show.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It'll be Altair's first booth. We have not done one. In my mind, it didn't make sense to have the booth when you're such a new company.
Right.
People don't know you, right? I know you're kind of hoping that they walk by, but I felt more powerful, or we did, to be on foot and walk around,
right,
and then schedule meetings and do it. So it feels great to be able to say we're old enough now to have a booth.
Yeah.
And doing that one together. Excited about that. Holy smokes, what a wild ride. So, not moving to Tehachapi, but it sounds like you're going to be spending quite a bit of time here.
Yep. I have the privilege of knowing a lot of really good people in the industry.
Okay.
And so, although I'm not moving to Tehachapi, yes, I'll be here a lot. But I brought on board some very qualified, very capable people. Recently from just BP just sold to Ethos, and I brought one of those guys over here with me. He's already PGM certified. GE trained ROC. He's been a ROC operator for several years, so he's going to be doing the day-to-day business for us.
And that was a I forgot his name.
Michael Morone. Yeah.
Michael Morone.
Yeah.
Met him at lunch today. Met him in the meeting at lunch. Right?
Yep. So
he's a Tehachapi resident.
He's a Tehachapi resident. Yeah. He's been here for 48 hours now. He bought a house.
My neighbor.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Found that out at lunch.
Yep.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Amazing how fast. And his story was wild.
Yeah, he went to Airstreams. Is the technical school up here at Tehachapi in 2021.
Yep.
And
did he get a job at GE out of that? Or
he did. He graduated to school and got a job offer immediately from GE.
That's right. And located at a site in Illinois or Indiana, one of the two, if I remember right.
Yep.
Man.
Then he ended up working the BP ROC.
That's it.
Yeah, and that's how I met
That's
him.
where you guys met.
Yeah, that's because I was contracted to go back to BP ROC for 12 months to be the interim manager last year. So we got acquainted during that time.
You were doing a lot last year then. DCG and BP manager. That's a busy life.
Very busy. I don't know how many miles I flew.
Yeah, you got all the miles racked up now. Yeah, that's how that goes. Right. Where's your office? It's this seat.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Built the ROC, building the team, contracts coming in, and we haven't even known each other a year.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's just, I hadn't thought about it till right now. That's soaking in for me. That did go fast. No, Altair is stoked about this and our entire team and about the growth and opportunity to be working together.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much growth in the industry right now. I mean, especially on the solar side, there's definitely a need for the ROC, for a third-party independent ROC.
Yes.
The ROCs out there, I think we'll do a better job. We've learned lessons over the years on what works, what doesn't work. We really want to help the customers. A lot of ROCs force a customer into their way of doing business, right? This is how we're going to monitor you, and this is what you need to give us.
Okay.
We're taking the approach of, what do you need? What do you need from the ROC? And let's accommodate you. And we'll build a process in the back end to support this flexibility of design for each ROC, for each project that we do. I
love this. It took me a little bit longer in the meeting today to understand the mechanics and logistics behind that, and I understand it's a heavier lift with the onboarding process.
Right.
But I love that you took the pain of the kickoff for a ROC, right, and a customer, and you put it all on Flagstone and said, we got you. We're just asking for a few extra days or a couple extra weeks or something to run this onboarding process. And you took the pain and put it in the back of the house of Flagstone.
Yep.
Brilliant. That's customer focused.
Yes.
That's customer focused. I wouldn't have ever known that, right? Like you know that because that's your career. That's, one of your specialties. I wouldn't have ever known that. It's brilliant. I wonder how many customers out there know that. We got to tell more of that story probably.
It always frustrated me when I'd go into a ROC, and whether I consult for a ROC or whatever, and I hear the clients ask a question and they're like, oh, no, we can't do that. Oh, no, we won't do that. And I ask myself, why? We should do as much as we can for the client because it's their project. So to the extent that we can do it, we're going to do it for them. And we're not going to say no. There's some things obviously you have to say no to, but whenever possible, we want to really provide the service that they want, that they expect, to operate the assets the way they want them operated.
Mm-hmm. That's customer focused, Dave. That's customer focused. You don't hear a whole lot of that anymore. It's nice and refreshing.
Yep.
We understand the problem well enough to make it ours
and
seamless for you.
Yep.
I mean, it takes a technical expert. It takes an expert in the field. Otherwise, you wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I bet a lot of customers out there don't know when they sign up for ROC services what they're getting into.
Exactly. Yep.
Just with the startup.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a heavy lift is a polite way I think I heard you say it.
So give us a call and we'll talk you through what we can do for you.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep. And we're going to keep getting that name out, the brand out, get some extra advertising. You're going to meet with the Altair CRM sales team
Yep.
the end of this week, get them all tooled up to go share with their customers as well. And we're going to keep getting the word out. Just amazing, the speed. I can't believe we're doing that. It hasn't even been a year.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, it hasn't even been a year. You know, a funny, positive byproduct of a standalone ROC, the standalone Flagstone entity, was other ISPs called me up. And is that, Altair? No, it's a standalone entity, and just tell them how, the structure and what it is. And could I use it? Yes, you can.
Yep.
How do I do that? Do I talk to you? Nope. Nope. Here's Dave's number.
Yep. Yeah. So if you're a small IPP or service company and you want to ROC either for yourself or to offer that as another to your clients, absolutely give us a call. We can accommodate that.
Super unique.
Yes.
Is there another ROC like that? That's a standalone?
Not that I'm aware of. Not that does that. No.
Right. So then they don't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I don't think I appreciated the benefit to the industry and to all of these extra companies out there, just that standalone ROC entity and what it could offer to them. Brilliant. It's brilliant, Dave.
Thank you.
Yep, well done.
Yep.
Okay. So no breaks and no rest for you, I think, this year. No. Formed and built and launched, and now it's onboard and scale.
Yep.
Onboard and scale. And you've lived through onboarding and scaling.
I have. Actually, that's the part I love the most.
Okay.
It's a steady state operations, which is fine. You have to do it, but it's kind of boring in my mind. So I love the building, the developing, onboarding new projects. There's always a new challenge that comes on board. So it's that creativity that I enjoy the most.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're asking for the problems, right?
Yeah.
What can we do for you?
Yep.
And to make it our pain,
Yep.
and then seamless once we launch.
Yep.
All right. That's brilliant. What goes into a successful scaling strategy for a ROC?
So I think the scaling is having the proper infrastructure. You have the proper infrastructure and you can scale 1,000 megawatts, 2,000 megawatts without having to change the infrastructure at all. You don't want to do 500 megawatts. You got to upgrade the servers and the back end. So you size it accordingly, and you can kind of scale that way and not have to worry about replacement. So it's just proper sizing the infrastructure. Mm-hmm. And it's the technology you use as well. It's what you deploy for the technology that's scalable as well. Right, so it's got to be scalable technology with the infrastructure to go together.
Yeah, you got it figured out.
Yeah,
you're the man. Build it, launch it, scale it. The softwares, the technology. There were so many new players and names in it. I had some time in a ROC. I started and was one of the builders of GEs. Mm-hmm. We started in 2004, so I thought I knew something about it. There's nothing I know about it anymore. There's nothing I know. All of these companies, all these softwares, all the connections, they're new. I mean, it's taken me a while to retain the information, understand it the way that you're explaining it today. How new is it, though? How new? Like, are some of these new softwares and companies that you're looking at using within the last couple of years, 5 years, 10 years? How fast has it been growing?
So it's a mix. Some of the software I'll be using is 10 years old.
Okay.
But they're best in class, absolutely best in class. Some of what I'm looking at is brand new, within a year old, year and a half. But the technology they deploy is solid technology. And it's really good product that they're young. So we're going to take advantage of that and use a combination of new and old.
Yeah. And then somehow you keep your ear out or, into the industry to see who else is making something new.
Right.
How do you gather that? Some of that at the conferences?
So I gather a lot of it at the conferences.
Okay.
I also have a nice network of people I talk to and see what they're doing. With DCG, I've also been asked to consult on a lot of ROCs and a lot of build. And I do a lot of SCADA integration work as well. So I get a lot of knowledge from those avenues as well.
Gotcha. At the conferences, the number of companies that are offering a software as a service or software as a purchase is huge. It's huge. At least from my viewpoint, when I walk around, like I try and just kind of get through because I'm like, I don't even know what to say to these people.
Right.
But there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
So there used to be a lot more. I mean, I remember going to, well, I'm going to date myself. It's the WEIR conference. It's ACP now.
Yeah, I went to a week.
and Houston and other venues. And we had an entire floor of software vendors. It was overwhelming.
Wow.
So I've seen the industry go back and forth between just a huge amount of vendors to consolidation to non-consolidation, back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad it's not an entire floor, and I don't have to
Yeah.
sort of be careful about a couple of rows now.
Yeah.
But, but there's a ton out there.
There is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, it almost seems like if somebody's shopping for the software, they want a good consultant like you to get a few opinions on what we should do.
Yeah, so there's enough products out there, and they look really good on face value, right? But when you lift the hood, you start looking underneath, you realize they're not ready for prime time.
Okay.
They got shortfalls, and unless you know, you can fall for the trap of looking at the pretty bells and whistles, right? It's really pretty on the outside, but it's not well built on the inside.
That is the case, in my opinion, with all software. I've struggled with that. I think for the last 5 or 6 years, it's really been a problem, in my opinion. Every time I've purchased a software, it did not perform as it was advertised.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think a single one of them. So now I've got this whole opinion of, I don't want any of them, right? Unless somebody that is my friend and that I know says, I've used this for, a period of time, like a year or more. This is the one to go with. I don't do it.
Right.
Yeah, it's like I don't buy the brand new car models off the lot either, right? Let's let those run a couple of years and see what they're doing.
Yeah.
But that's my approach, right? Just wait and see. But if I was having to shop, I would want your opinion. Yeah, and to take a look because, I mean, even some of the simple ones that I use today just for running the business, they don't deliver like they're advertised.
Well, and I've seen companies that were brilliant go downhill, and companies that were kind of mediocre go uphill. It's just kind of weird how they flip flopped. Not all companies do, but there's enough of them out there that had name recognition that aren't doing so well today. Their product is not as good as it used to be. It's unfortunate to see that happen.
It's funny about the bigger companies that did well, and they're a lot of users. Then when they have a problem, it's like the whole industry knows immediately, right? Yeah. It's not one or two customers; it's everybody, and information's so easy to share. So I understand the vulnerability. Yeah. As you're a bigger player today, let's face it, sales is, one of the 3 legs that any company needs to be successful. So if you have a great sales strategy, sometimes the product isn't even as important.
Yeah.
And they get to grow when maybe they shouldn't have. Right. I get it. Yeah. I think I've probably bought a couple of those.
Yeah.
We all fall into it once in a while.
We have, exactly.
Yeah. What's Up Renewables is growing, and we're looking for new sponsors to join us. Our show connects leaders, innovators, and field professionals across the renewable industry, and our sponsors are part of that conversation. Some have seen their network expand instantly. Others have grown revenue and brand visibility through the connections they've made right here. If you want your company to reach the people driving the future of clean energy, now's the time to get involved. Contact us at media@whatsuprenewables.com to become a sponsor today. What do you look for in good ROC operating employees as you go to continue to hire? Because now you're going to be moving into the hiring phase a little more aggressively. What do you look for?
Somebody that has a natural attitude and aptitude. You can teach somebody with the right attitude and aptitude. And you got to be naturally inquisitive. You don't want to sit there and blindly wait for an alarm and acknowledge it and follow the protocol and go to the next one. Frankly, you're not a button pusher, right?
Yeah.
So you want to have a natural, you want to look up there and say, everything looks normal, but is it? Something's not right. I don't have any alarms, but something doesn't feel right, and you want to investigate that. So that's the type of person I want to look for. Somebody that's a team player, not an individual. I don't want individualism inside the ROC. It's the team is going to be success or fail as a team, not as an individual. That's very important to me.
Okay.
And I tend to gravitate toward firemen and police and military.
Wow.
Now, not exclusively, of course. Michael, for example, is none of those three, but he's a fantastic operator, great experience. But when you're getting shot or running a burning building, you have a tendency to kind of be aware of what's around you. So it's that operational awareness that you want to look for as well. You can't teach that, I don't think. So either you have it or you don't. So those are the types of people I look for. I don't look for engineering degrees. I don't look for necessary experience in the wind industry. It's attitude and aptitude. And if you have those soft traits, I call them, it just kind of
People skills?
People skills. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to be able to be articulate, talking to regulatory bodies, regulatory agencies. You got to be confident in what you're doing. You can't be a nervous Nelly and just kind of So.
Okay. So inquisitive.
Yep.
Now that sounds like the good troubleshooter, right? Not the part swapper, not the button pusher.
Exactly.
Yep. And then I heard team player, not individualism. So looking out for your colleague, right?
Yes.
Taking care of your partner. And then first responders. So the run into the burning building, is that what you
Or getting shot at.
We're getting shot at, right?
So it was funny. I interviewed an operator years ago. He turned out to be my number two at BP. I interviewed him. He was in Tikrit, and he had, I got to go. I got shots over my head. He was in a sat phone talking to me in the interview. He was being shot at. So
During the interview?
Yeah, I hired him as soon as he got back to the States.
Unbelievable.
And it was funny because I was told not to hire him because he's got no experience. I said, he doesn't have any experience, but he's going to be aware of what's going on.
Right.
So.
And calm under pressure.
Very calm under pressure.
Extremely calm. Interviewing for a job.
So
being shot at.
Yeah. So I hired him. Yeah. It was the strangest interview I've ever had.
I'm sure. I've never heard about one like that. That's the first time.
Yep.
Yeah. That's definitely, you got to hire that one.
Yeah.
You definitely do. Okay. And what did you say on the last one after first responder kind of? It was, I should have been writing it down.
It was attitude, aptitude.
The soft people skills.
Confidence.
While you're speaking.
Yeah.
Right. You're speaking to probably owners of power plants, then regulatory bodies that are wanting to make sure they're doing what's right.
Yes.
And when they should.
Yep.
Communicating and responding accordingly. And you can't answer those questions with a question.
Right.
They need to be direct answers and clear explanation of the actions completed.
Yep. And so many people today, they don't have that skill. They really don't. They're not. They don't public speak very well. They get nervous in front of people. They get nervous when people ask them questions and the boss comes in and starts challenging them. So that's kind of a skill set you have to have for the ROC because there's a lot of times the boss comes in, the CEO comes in, the owner comes in. They want information, and you have to be able to provide it to them.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So confidence.
Yeah.
All of those skills can be developed in anybody, can't they? If you want to be that person, you certainly can. You certainly can.
Yep.
Right. Some of us have some natural abilities and ended up just gravitating towards and had this natural knack for any one of those four things. But, I'd say if somebody has a desire for a career as a ROC operator, there you go, folks. Those are the areas to go work on in yourselves, in your own career development, in your personal development, if you want to move into that field.
It's a great field to work in, too. there's progression within that field. It's just a really, really good field to get in. I mean, I made most of my career in that field, so
Right.
I'm kind of partial to it.
Worked out pretty good for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
That's right. We talk about on the podcast a lot that, folks that enter into the industry don't know about these other jobs until you're inside the industry. Mm-hmm. I mean, Michael, at Airstreams, got a job at a wind farm. He probably didn't know, what a ROC operator position was.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
And then lands over at BP and here he is.
Yeah.
Right. You don't know until you get started. And so I like to help, tell those stories and then offer the little tidbits to folks that if you're interested in this, there's your path.
A college degree is not necessary, but that doesn't mean you can't be educated.
Right.
That's not the only way you can be educated.
That's right.
So you have the intelligence to do the job, and we'll look at you.
That's right.
Yeah.
And if you've just been running maintenances and swapping parts, it doesn't mean you can't start learning how to troubleshoot.
Right.
Flex that inquisitive nature, sometimes force it to go learn, look out for your partner, right? Make it a habit every day, respond accordingly, and show some confidence and sometimes fake it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't feel right inside, at least just sound like it with whatever words are coming out of your mouth and whatever information you're sharing. Just do it in a confident way so that other people trust that you have integrity. We can believe what you're saying.
Right. Exactly.
Right. It's not too complicated, but it takes practice.
It's like, an operator, when you look on the video wall, you always want to ask yourself, how do I know that information is correct? Well, not because I'm not getting an alarm. How do you know it's actually correct? Is there another source you can look at to validate that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Always question.
Always question. Yeah.
Yep.
Everything you do.
Yeah. Little question, trust and verify.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Well, I assume you're going to have a hard time finding a good team as you continue to grow, or adding to the team as you continue to grow. But I hope you get some of the. I mean, I don't know if we're looking for folks that need to be getting shot at during their interview if they're trying to set this up.
Probably
But
not.
yeah, they're like, look, David's going to hire you if you are in a gunfight during the interview. But that's interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one. So first contracts, first employees here. We're scaling. There'll be more people being brought on in the very near future.
Very quickly, yes.
Very near future to support that scaling activity. And then Flagstone's off. I almost can't believe it. I don't want to say what it is, but we always had this number of megawatts in mind, right? Get Flagstone to this number of megawatts.
Right.
And you've had this, successful business launch, and now you're just off to operating and continuing to grow. And when we hit that number, we got to come back and tell another story, because I wonder what month it is. I wonder what month it is.
I think it's going to be a lot sooner than we think.
I know.
A lot sooner.
Right.
We built this thing from meeting each other to building it in 8 months. I think where we plan on being is not going to take 2 years. It's going to take way less than that.
Right. Yeah,
Maybe
I think so too.
By August.
Well, I know, because it hasn't even been a year. I want to almost find that breakfast spot and thank them for being there. How do we do that on this phone? Is there a way?
Well, my kids always used to joke, how can a person build these multi-million-dollar control rooms and design them, and you can't change a clock on the VCR? Because I don't care about the clock on the VCR.
Right, because you don't care about it. Yep. That's right. You learn in and become an expert in the spaces that you have a passion for.
Yep.
And that you care about.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
I know. And you lose some of the old things that you used to have. That is bothering me about age a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That part I'm not liking a lot, but
Yeah.
we all play our role, right?
Yep.
And we just have our space. That's
Yep.
where we belong. Well, what else can we say about Flagstone?
Just we're open for business. Give us a call. Go out to our website and look us up. Go to LinkedIn. Give us a call.
That's right. Give us a call, folks. Dave, you've had a very interesting story from 17 years old in the Marine Corps.
Couldn't even drink a beer after boot camp. It's crazy.
But did you?
Of course.
Okay. That's right. What a silly rule for one of our military guys.
Right.
What a silly rule. To Tehachapi, Nextera, McCamey,
Yeah.
ROC, Houston, ROC, Virginia, ROC, Pakistan, Africa, and now back to Tehachapi,
Back to Tehachapi, yeah.
where your wind career started.
Full circle.
Full circle in the career.
I just realized that now. Yeah, full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25 years.
Yep.
Here you are, back with a ROC in Tehachapi, California.
I never would have dreamt it.
No, you couldn't have planned that out.
Never.
That's very cool. And I'm excited you're here because this is where I live too. So
Yeah.
I'll have to keep showing you around when you're in town. And
Absolutely.
yeah, looking forward to getting to know Michael more.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. And seeing Flagstone just tear it up. We have I know I've had a few folks reach out. They're looking for tours, so we're going to get those on your calendar.
Okay.
And get you scheduled. We're going to coordinate that with your travel schedule back and forth.
Gotcha.
When you're here.
Yep.
But we'll get that on the docket. And man, here we go. Flagstone it is.
Absolutely.
All right.
We're ready to go.
Well, Dave, it's been a pleasure having you on the podcast and hearing your story. Thanks for telling it. And
Thanks for having me.
yeah, and the evolution of remote operations centers.
Yeah.
Security, software, personnel.
I mean, I just remember one last thing. Back in the day when we still had the skater on the business network, there's another customer that headed on a secure network. I just thought to myself, why would you do that?
Huh?
Why would you make it difficult to access?
Right.
Now it's everywhere.
Now it's everywhere. No, you don't want to make it difficult. You want your power plant to run.
Yes.
That's right. And you want it to run in the way it needs to for whichever area it's supplying, because people want their dang power.
They do.
Yeah. And we like to joke we got to feed the machines now. Right? The AI.
Yeah,
it's very hungry.
Yes.
It's very hungry.
Yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So we got to feed the people, feed the machines, and do it in that secured way. And Flagstone's here to support your projects. So reach out and find out how they can make your headaches go away for onboarding. That's for sure. And then take care of it. And I don't think you'll find anybody better than David and Flagstone. You'll be in good hands.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for David. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it very much. Thank you.
All right.